Oh, heck. Oh, hello, friend. I'm a Mormon. It is a great day to be a Mormon. In fact, it is a great day to be in Utah and Salt Lake City, especially. And I'm going to tell you why. Today is the grand opening of the brand new City Creek Mall in Salt Lake City. Yay! So exciting. So exciting, in fact, that the prophet was there. And so was the entire First Presidency of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And they gave talks, and it was just testimonies, and it just reaffirmed his burning in our bosom. It was so special. You might be wondering why the one and only true living prophet, the only man on earth, who can speak to God and give revelation for all of mankind, was seated next to the Chamber of Commerce, at the ribbon-cutting ceremony of a mall. But that just goes to show you how special this place is. It is so special. It is part of the plan. The City Creek development is funded by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. That's the Mormons. You're welcome. And there are so many wonderful things to tell you about this place, but unfortunately, the naysayers are always around, and they have complaints. Just a few complaints. They couldn't even come up with very many, so we're just going to quickly go over them and explain. But mostly, I just want to talk about all of the wonderful things about this place. Okay, so the first thing, what is City Creek? City Creek is a brand new development right in Salt Lake City, right across the street from Temple Square. Yay! We'll talk about that later. And it's condos and high-end shopping and low-end shopping. We don't discriminate. And restaurants and bars. We'll discuss that later. It's confusing. And just lots of fun things. Anyway, so the first criticism is the cost. A lot of people are concerned. They feel that this was too expensive, like $7-8 billion. That is just not true. These numbers are not correct. Do not listen to them. They are just out to get us. The actual sum was just a very meagerly bargain, really, of just $5 billion. Not bad at all, right? The second misconception is that we built a creek and put the creek through the City Creek Shopping Center. We did not do that. We did not build a creek. We diverted a creek. We took the original creek in Utah. There's a lot of religious significance to us as Mormons because the symbols. And we moved the creek urbanly to flow through the mall. So you're at City Creek, but the creek, which is called City Creek, flows through City Creek, and it's totally genuine. Mormons do not believe in artificiality. We do not believe in making things up, ever. And so it had to be genuine. It makes sense. You wouldn't want it. Also, it's wasteful to build a new creek. That would be stupid. The third thing is that it was funded by tithing. That is patently ungrounded. We have no idea how the church handles its money because we have a closed financial system. So it's a little presumptuous of you to think that you know where the money came from because we don't even know. We are like super Orwellian about this. So you have no idea. The church says, listen to them, that it was through the real estate financial arm of the church. How that arm is funded, it doesn't matter. We just know that you can't know what you're talking about because no one can. Okay, so now that we can get all of the whiners out of the way, let's talk about the wonderful things about this mall. The first thing is the location, which I touched on earlier. It's right across the street from Temple Square, which is fantastic. It will really revitalize downtown. It will solidify its Mormonness, if you will. We were there first, so... It's great because now you can do your shopping, except on Sunday. No shopping on Sunday. That is bad. The Lord needs you then. But on all the other 6 days of the week, you can go and then you can come across the street and you can come to Temple Square and we will accost you. But it's right across the street, so it's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. It's also extremely centrally located with respect to the conference center. For those of you who don't know, twice a year, the prophets for Jesus and the Lord speak to us and his designated seers about issues that are pertinent to us today and to reinforce the gospel. But it's a very, very popular event, and we need lots of space. So we built this great and spacious building, if you will, and we wear our exceedingly fine dress, and we go there, and we reaffirm our faith. And we subtly but firmly reiterate that what the rest of the world is doing is not consistent with what God wants. It's bad. We don't mock and scorn them, so to speak, directly. We would never do that. But it is important for us to know that we are doing what the Lord wants us to do. And you want to be well-dressed when you go to this big building. So it's right across the street, so you can do your shopping and get ready for conference. It's great. Okay, the second thing that I have to tell you that's awesome is the mall has heated sidewalks. If you've ever been to Utah, you will know that occasionally it gets pretty cold. So there's the heated sidewalks. You need to be warm when you're doing this. Jesus would not want to have bare, cold feet on the ground. So that's bad. Also, there have been criticisms that we could have spent this money more charitably, but we would suggest that homeless people can walk through the City Creek, eating out of garbage, and they can walk on the sidewalk. It's great. But I dropped my list. There is a lot of security at the mall. It's not so much a Big Brother sort of police system, although it does do that. We won't kick you out if you're doing some of the things. There have been rumors that if you're gay and holding hands that we'll kick you out. We won't do that. Mormons are very introspective, which means that when we see someone doing something that we do not agree with, that the Lord doesn't agree with, excuse me, or the men in Salt Lake City, we look at you and we don't judge you per se. We know internally that what you're doing is wrong. And we reaffirm and sort of pat ourselves on the back. So we're not going to scorn you publicly. Mormons are nice, so we're very nice, and you know that. Let's see, the creek. The creek is great. We talked about how the creek is very genuine. The creek is fun. There are lots of fountains, especially in a state like Utah, which is the second most arid state in the country. It is wonderful to have an oasis, so to speak. Yes, we could use this water for drinking, but how would we enjoy it that way? It's fine. Arizona and Mexico don't need water. We can use it before it gets... Oh, corporate support. We believe that this will revitalize downtown, but also create tax dollars, and it will support businesses. And by businesses, we mean corporate headquarters that are stationed outside of Utah, yes, but it's not a big deal. Rules. Remember, in Mormonism, we don't have rules, we have enablers. They enable us to live our life fully, they say. Okay, you can drink. I know it seems ironic, but why would we give up our potential to... take money that we could use to do good things with, like building other malls, from you, by not allowing you to drink. So if we allow you to drink, and we take your money, then we can use that money somewhere good. You see? It's okay. So it's fine. We let you do this, it's bad. We won't do it, because we don't have to do that. At best, we'll just assume that you're too ignorant or stupid to know that what you're doing is not right. Or at worst, you're anti, and that's horrendous. You'll need to behave. You'll need to not wear, like, obscene clothing or anything. We don't have uniforms, but, modesty is hottest. Modest is hottest. You've all heard that before, haven't you? Yes. Okay, it's a great place, guys. It's going to be fantastic. We are so excited. Oh, my heck. It's great. You should just come. Don't ask questions. Just go with us. We have to prepare for the future. It's been said within Mormonism, ourselves, that a lot of people are falling away. And our tithing base is going to get smaller and smaller over time because people are finding out factual information, it's awful, from our past history. And it's just not good. And so we need this as an investment strategy to keep ourselves afloat. Okay, well, anyway, that's everything I have to tell you about City Creek. You should come, shop, come with all your friends, yay! It's super fun. And then go to Temple Square right after. It'll be fun. We'll have people that are ready to answer your questions, yay! Or just go to Mormon.org. It's a fantastic resource. You can ask your missionaries all of your questions, and they will avoid them by telling you to just focus on other things, and they do it phenomenally. It has, changed my life. I used to be just like you, and now look, I'm so happy. Anyway, so come to City Creek. It's really fun. Okay, bye!